Hello everyone, today I'm doing a video on Animal Crossing. My voice is recorded separately because because I had to pause at one point from outside matters, and it just from not control of my own, and I just felt I kind of went a bit wrong, a bit messy, but I'll try and speak to what I'm doing on the video. I'm at the moment digging up a fossil, for example. Should do one of those things, like I'll say everything that I did? So I'm walking around, round. I'm going into the plaza. I'm no, I'm now leaving the plaza. I'm going to the oh, I'm looking at my fossil. And there's the snowball. Oh yeah, I'm gonna build a snowman. So yeah, I'm sorry about not being able anyway to doing many videos recently. As is, I think this is what I did actually say in the original video, but I just didn't. Oh yeah, Leonardo just got in the way a bit, but I've been having a bit of a I've been a bit tired basically. And I also, even though to be fair, this has only been affected me since Wednesday. I've had a bit of a, I, I've yeah, I had a bit of a. There's been a bit of a problem, but I'm not gonna let you worry about my issues. But yeah, I had a bit of an anxiety thing, and yeah, so that's not. I think because I've been having a bit of anxiety, because I get quite a lot of anxiety now and then. If you know me in real life, you'll know that. So yes, I do, yeah, get anxiety. But I think, don't we all? um, Now and then. But yeah, and it got quite rough. I think it doesn't help that I am tired, because it's it's almost the holidays now, isn't it? So that's good. Guess that's why it's been snowing on Animal Crossing, and I love the snow. I know a lot of people don't um like the snow much. Um, but I do. Probably partly doesn't help that it doesn't snow too much in where I live. Um, oh yeah, I remember this. I accidentally destroyed one of the snowballs, but luckily it does respawn if you ever. No, you can respawn it by just going to one of the buildings. It will come back. But yeah, it was a bit of an annoyance. But yeah, it's because I'm living in an area where it doesn't snow too much. I think that does help to the fact that make me like the snow a lot more than some people. Obviously, I do. I just love the snow. I guess some of the reasons why I do like the snow is because obviously I like making snowmen. I like throwing snowballs. To be fair, I've not really made any, rarely ever any snowmen, but I like the idea of making a snowman. Actually, I think I have once or twice. Actually, that's not true, but a lot of the times it was when I was younger. Um, I love snowing snowboards. I love going sledging. I don't know. It also makes me feel Christmassy, even if it never snows on Christmas. But that's not the point. Also, the great thing is about though having snow days. Though I don't think the younger generation and stuff will have snow days anymore, because obviously they stopped doing them because of technology. It's such a shame. But oh well, what can you do about it? I really could just cut out that loading screen, because that's just annoying. Oh well. I'm not going to. I'm going to be really lazy for my first video back, just to make sure you all remember that my video quality is not great. To be fair, it's not terrible. The lighting's always a bit off, isn't it? Um, Ignore all that, but about the lighting. But yeah. Also, do you like my Christmas outfit? My I was gonna call it a me. It's not a me. It's a Animal Crossing character. Though Animal Crossing characters look a bit like me's in a certain sense. I guess obviously, they're both made by Nintendo, so it shouldn't be too surprising. But yes, um, but yeah, my Animal Crossing character is wearing a flowery hat and a Christmassy dress thing. Um, Despite I chose a male for it, but you know, who says my in-game character can't wear a festive dress? So yes. to be fair, who says I can't wear a festive dress out and about? But I'm not going to. But there is no reason I can't, put it that way. Anyway, that's but yeah, my character, obviously, yeah, I'm obviously dressed for the Christmassy times, um and I recommend making sure you all get all the Christmassy gear and stuff as well, because obviously it's only going to come out round once every year, isn't it? So yeah, they go into the shop, and I'm going to carry on building I think it's my snow. I think they refer it to as Snow Boy. Because I don't think we're allowed to actually call snowmen anymore, are we? I don't know. Um, Snow person. That's whatever. What I'm building my snow person. So let's go with that. Well, actually, I'm first going to look in the area. You can get a Yule log. And a music album thing. You can also get some seasonal stuff. I think there's a woolly jumper and an aura wallpaper. But yes, I do recommend getting these things because it's really cool to get these things. I like getting like festive things. I really wish the screen wasn't as cut off as it should be. That's annoying. Oh well, sorry. um, but yeah, there was a old tire in there, if you're wondering. Um, yeah, that's like a little building area I've made, but it's not exactly a building if it's not got a roof, but doesn't matter. Um, but yeah, I think it isn't snowing at the moment, but it does start snowing later on in the night. Gonna cut down this money tree, but yeah, hopefully I'm gonna go and build my snowman in a minute. I thought I did, but maybe it's a little bit later on. Um, yeah, but yeah, I've been doing at the moment. I'm doing this video now. I'm hopefully on Wednesday. I'm going to be uploading a Super Mario Maker 2 video. I've done the actual video recording. I just need to edit it all together. I'm not going to guarantee it's coming out on Wednesday, but let's be positive and say it will come out Wednesday. Yeah, there we're going to build the snowman. And I'm but digging up the fossil first. But yeah, I've made a new level on Super Mario Maker 2. You can play it now if you um if you go and get it. I'm not gonna put my code on because I have no idea. I have to go and do more looking it up. But um if you actually look at one of my other Super Mario Maker 2 videos, hint hint, wink wink, watch it please. You don't have to, but but there. To be fair, some of them I think are some of my better videos according to the view count. Anyway, that it might just be a little sneak in and stuff. But if you apparently, I've realized this recently, but you can follow the creators and by just clicking um by clicking follow, and you can then be able to easily access them. So if there's a creator that you love their levels, or they're just a friend of yours and you don't want to put your friend in code in every time, you can just follow them. So then you can then go back and see some of their other levels when at a later date. It's a really cool concept, and I think it's great. And we're going to boom. You did it. I can't believe it. You got everything right. Color, or spelt wrong color. Check. Shine, check. Size, check. You made everything about me perfect. Even though you can't write properly. We have a word. I can't read that fast. I'm happy to know it's a dangerous folks to cry, and I think it's help myself. Oh, it's because it's dangerous to cry because obviously it can melt. I can't praise you enough for your top-notch snow sculpting skills. Whoa, that kind of hard to say. I think it's only appropriate that I share you a DI recipe such as a gift and to make a frozen chair. Check out on the note phone. You can get a large snowflake too. Thank you, gift. That reminds me. He makes a joke in a minute after clicks away. It says it's about his birthday, probably because he's born, but no candles, because obviously he'll melt. But yeah, if you're wondering why I say colour spelt wrong, if you're British, it's spelt with a U, not a, well, it's spelt with a U. It's because it's Colour, but in America it's Color. It's slightly annoying, but oh well. And especially really annoying in Pokemon Sword and Shield when they've gone with the English spelling in almost every situation. Like for mum, it's spelled the English way. I think there's some other words that I've seen has been spelled the proper way. And definitely no bias there, but color is for some weird reason. Oh, trousers, that was another one because they've been referring to what Americans would refer to as pants as trousers. And if you don't know why it's funny, it's because because what we consider as pants over here is what you might refer to as underwear. So or yeah, well, it wouldn't yeah, but so you can see why we might find that a bit funny. But I'm sure you're all aware of that already. But color, for some weird reason, is spelt the American way, and I don't get that. It's annoying when they're trying to aim so far with the English thing, but when it goes to the one words that they didn't change. I don't know why. It seems ridiculous that they didn't, but oh well. But yes, yeah, I'm checking out all the stones to see if there's any gold in them. I do find it, but I'll let you know. You'll see in a minute which one it is. But yeah, I was talking about Super Mario Maker 2, wasn't I? Until I went on this complete and utter rant about other things. Yes. So yeah, if you want to check out anyway from my level. I'm sure if you look up some of if you followed me and you can see it, or you can just find one of my other levels that I have put the code into whichever video it is, and then you find it. You can then play my level early. Well, it's not early. It's just on there as uploaded, and it's a fun level. It's difficult, and if you're not good with the cape, the feather cape, you what's the cape feather, isn't it? You will struggle with the level. However, it yeah yeah, it's there. You can see it. You can see the top of it, but the present. But yeah, if you're not good with the cape, you're gonna struggle with the level. But if you're good at it, then you hopefully will. I'm not gonna. I have put like some. I will go into more detail actually on that thing I was just about to say, but in the video itself, I'm probably gonna record my voice over it as well because I feel like my what I was saying in that video was like very off and on. Though I will do a lot of editing to that video, so hopefully it will be all good for and enjoyable and won't seem like a bit of a mess. To be honest, I recorded loads of different parts at different times, so it's a very weird situation where when someone those videos say like 1 day or 1 million years later, it's it's not that much long, but actually it's longer than 5 minutes, isn't it? Speaking of that, that's also reminds me about the Sonic video that I keep promising I'll do at some point. I have started it, but it is on. I guess it's on hiatus, I guess. But I'm sure it will come out at some point. But I do want to do the Sonic Adventure 2 um, not demo, retro review. It's just been a bit of a, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to describe really. I enjoy it, but it's doing it, but it's just I can't get myself motivated to do it, and I don't know. Hopefully sooner or later I'll do it though, but I need to also do the Christmas story before it hits out of season because we want to get that Christmas story done. I like doing my Halloween one. I don't think it did very well, but that's not the point. The point is if I enjoy the videos I do, and that's the main thing. And I don't know, it might have done better than that now. I'm not sure, but at the time it didn't do very well for ages. I don't think it's doing very well now, but oh well. I remember when actually I did I think it was not this year's, but last year's Halloween video. Um, I think the bloopers did better than the actual video itself. But what can you say really? But yeah, I'm just going exploring around. But yes, the I actually just listened to my voice recording. It sounds very, I don't know, it sounds quite echoey in a way, like hello, 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 sort of a thing. I don't know, but yeah, it's. I've just turned down the volume a bit to just see if that makes it easier for the ears. But I can't think of what I'm gonna say. Oh, let's just listen to Blathers, even if you can't hear him. He's a great owl, isn't he? Uh, oh yeah, the Christmas story I was thinking about before. But yes, the Christmas story. I really like the Christmas. I like that. Like I said, I want to do a Christmas story. I was meant to do one last year as well. But I came very ill around Christmas. I was ill on Christmas. I didn't get the chance to do it, so in the end, it just had to be cancelled. But that doesn't mean I can't do it this year. So yes, I'm I think I'm definitely gonna do it this year. I have an idea. I'm gonna do it. It's a Pokemon theme one, like I did the Halloween one. Though I could next year do possibly a different theme, maybe for an Animal Crossing theme or some other game theme. Speaking of Animal Crossing, if you're wanting to know what my game of the year is, it's Animal Crossing New Horizons. Simply because um well, obviously there isn't a Pokemon game, but just think about this logically. What's gotten us through the whole of lockdown? Well, a lot of people through the whole of lockdown. Animal Crossing. Considering the game has been like played throughout lockdown and came out at the perfect time, and I think it's the best-selling game of this year. There isn't. There's no way that this game can't be the best game of 2020. It's possibly debatably one of the best things that happened in 2020. Though to be fair, there wasn't much that went well this year. Let's be honest. But yeah, Animal Crossing has got to be, and if you look at all the competition, and let's think about The Last of Us Part 2 for the sample, winning the game of the year, and definitely not because of any bias or anything, but The Last of Us Part 2 had like quite a lot of controversy when it released, so that's already a good start, and because of its story, and okay, the stories aren't everything in video games, like you could look at almost all Mario games, and most of them don't have any story, yet they are considered some of the best games of all time, some of them. But considering the whole point of Last of Us Part 1 was, and the reason why people loved the game was because of its story. So if you're this game, so basically The Last of Us Part 2 and 1 rely on its story to be a successful, good game. And if people don't like the game, then how can it win Game of the Year, in my opinion? Like, it shouldn't be able to. And so, yet, because there is, I don't like to say it's biased, but there is well documented, because do like the American companies a bit more than, or well, they say Western companies in America, so I don't know. I always consider, is there any difference between American and, I guess, Canadian again? So yeah, they like all those country areas over there more, their games over Japanese or European. Then it does seem so unfair, realistically. Of course, it did win. Breath of the Wild did, though, win Game of the Year, but I think then again, I don't think there was many other games coming out on other console that was super exciting. But yeah, basically, in my opinion, if you put it like that, then obviously Animal Crossing has to be the game of the year. And obviously, I know some people will argue, well, what about Last of Us? Not Last of Us. Cyberpunk 2077. Oh yeah, Wisp is here. I don't think Wisp knows it's a ghost. um, but yeah, but, um, yeah, just I don't know. It doesn't seem to know. Poor thing. But yeah, we have to go and I'll collect all the 5 last remaining wisps. That's what I do for most of the last minutes. But anyway, yeah, obviously Cyberpunk 2077 was Watch Mojo's game of the year. But even if we go and say that game is the best game of this year, it obviously couldn't be counted for the game of the year because it came out too late. But let's just say that game was considered for game of the year. Yeah, I don't think it can be, considering there's been a lot of controversy with some of the ports of the games. But even so, I don't think like this in a lot of sense. I don't think 2020 isn't going to be remembered for Last of Us Part 2 when it comes to gaming. It's not going to be remembered for Cyberpunk 2077 because it's released so late on in the year. What's going to actually be remembered for is Animal Crossing when it comes to the gaming side. I know how bad this year was, but you know, and all there were a lot of problems this year as a whole. But let's be honest, Animal Crossing deserves to win this, and we caught one of the pieces, the wisps. Yes, or spirits. I'm not sure. I think they're wisps. Those little things. I know wisp is a wisp, but I don't know. Are these just little spirits, or are they having a different name? I'm not sure. But yes. I don't know. You might disagree. You might agree. And also, I did show this earlier, but if you do get shade trees with the lights on, you do sometimes get one of the lights fall out of the tree. But yes, there you go. That's my game of the year, Animal Crossing. Anyway, obviously there's also the other fact there isn't a Pokemon game this year, and because I'm not counting the DLC as a Pokemon game. Though I do love the Pokemon DLC, and I really hope they do more DLC in the future, because as instead of third versions, because I feel like you can add more stuff to DLC than the third version, because you can change things that are different from the original to make it different. But with DLC, you can just add more things instead of take away. Things that I would love them to improve would be to change things in the actual game itself, like the world where you first go to, like the rest of the Galar region would have been great, having like some changes and stuff. Obviously some of the things they wouldn't be able to do if it's paid. And oh yeah, this wisp was a nightmare. This little spirit was a complete and utter nightmare, because it was just like wouldn't stay in the thing. I didn't realize I couldn't also jump over the river, but yes. But yeah, I do feel that I'm sorry, I'm just moving a bit. I completely forgot what I was saying. But I basically do think that third versions, I don't think they're obsolete, because I think they do have a time and place. It's like, because you can't really change anything much about the story in in like the main game. Like you can't really change the Galarian story or stuff, but you can. But it'd be great if you would be able. That's where I think third versions work better. However, I think overall there are probably more better. The DLC is better overall, and yeah, I really like the DLC stuff. I don't know which one I prefer. I think they both do things better differently. Like, I prefer the Isle of Armor more for the island itself, or the wild area. However, I think the Crown Tundra has a better story in a lot of ways. Though I don't know. I think some of the characters are better overall in the Isle of Armor, but I think the whole story is better in the Crown Tundra. I don't know. I also like going hunting now for the legendary Pokemon. All of them really. I think like the ones that are in the game itself, I will say game itself, but they're all in the game itself. But I mean the ones that you are doing in the wild, like the wild area, in the actual wild area itself, and also the the free birds obviously go off to some other place, but that's not the point. But the ones in the wild area that you can catch and stuff, I think they are really awesome. I think it's really cool to be able to explore, find them, and catch them. It's really cool to get Keldeo. I think there is also one other. Is there any other mythical Pokemon you can get? I feel that might be, but I can't know. Don't think there are actually. Well, no, maybe not then. But though I think Victini's in the game in somewhere in the plot. I don't know. Also, speaking of it, Zarzud as well. There is that Pokemon. Is it? I think it's maybe pronounced Zarude, isn't it? But I say Zarzud, even if it is completely not spelled right to be said like that. But that's not the point. I will hopefully be getting one soon. They've basically, I don't know. I think I'm really not happy how they've done it this time around, because if we're in like having lockdowns and stuff all over the place, why would I want to be going to game to get one? It's annoying, but there you go. But oh well, what can you do about it anyway? We're anyway giving all the little spirit things back to Wisp. Very cute little thing. I thought that thing on the top is Torara, but I don't know if it is. But if you're wondering if you should get something new or expensive, I always go for new. The reason is because I feel that you can get something expensive from something new, because if you've got nothing that's expensive, then but everything that's that isn't expensive, then they're going to give you something expensive. That's my logic anyway. Anyway, this video's ending, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and goodbye, everyone. Snowing!